Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to install Windows application on Linux. So what we're going to use internally is Wine, which I used to think is Windows emulator, but you can see originally an acronym for Wine is not an emulator. So what it does is that it is pretty much a cross operating system emulator, so hence it allows Windows application to run on Linux. But keep in mind, it is not a cross architecture emulation. So if you are having a x86 or x64 based Windows application, that will run on Linux, and this Linux where you're trying to run should be an x86 or x64 architecture. You cannot run an ARM based Windows application on an x86 64 architecture and vice versa. So what I'm trying to imply is that you cannot install this on Raspberry Pi and expect to run a Microsoft Office which was meant for an Intel or AMD processors. Okay, with that cleared out, I'm not really going to install Wine directly, but I'm going to use something called as PlayOnLinux. I'm going to install that now. So what is PlayOnLinux? Okay, it's installing. So this is an graphical interface for Wine, and it's more of a front end for Wine, where it has a database of set applications where you can easily install. For example, you go to games. Now you can see there are already set of games which are pre-listed. You just have to double tap and it's going to pop up a menu to install it. Keep in mind, a couple of applications might not be directly downloaded, so you may have to have the CD-ROM, or in some cases of games it may ask you to install Steam account, and that game should be either purchased or you should have already purchased. So to keep the tutorial simple, I'm going to take an example here, LTSpice. So LTSpice is a free utility, but it is only available for Windows. So that is a perfect example. Okay, let me go back. I missed out one more thing to mention. You can see it's highlighted in red. Red indicates it's under testing, so the program may not be stable. What I mean in the sense, like, it may not work, it may crash when running it under Wine emulation. It may be perfectly stable and run on Windows, but unstable when running under Wine emulation. So yep, we're not going to bother about that now. So we're going to click tap next, and you can see PlayOnLinux ran a predefined configuration of Wine for this application. In a similar way, PlayOnLinux will have a predefined configuration for other applications. For example, if you are installing a game, it might download specific libraries, or in case games, I would say, like, it might download DirectX, because games would need that, and you need not worry about that. If here you can see LTSpice is already downloaded now, and I can just I can dash, yeah, so it's functional. It's as simple as that. So this is the advantage of PlayOnLinux. Again, you can go ahead and install PlayOnLinux on your Raspberry Pi, but you would only be able to install an ARM based Windows application. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is install a non-listed program. So what it does is that if you have downloaded a Windows application yourself, you can go ahead and do that, but you would have to do most of the configuration yourself, and for example, use another version of Wine. So this is something you may have to experiment. You may have to download multiple versions of Wine and configure the Wine, and then install some libraries. For example, if you're installing games, you may have to install DirectX. So here we are going to use the system library. And here we have an option to use 32-bit or 64-bit Windows installation. I'm getting an option for 64-bit because my operating system, the host operating system, Linux, here is a 64-bit. If you are running a 32-bit, then you would not get an option for 64-bit Windows installation. And yep, it looks like install doesn't work correctly. It may cause a problem. No problem. Tap next, and here you can see it's asking me to browse the Windows app, and I don't really have anything. So I mean, that could be as simple as that, and you just tap next and it would do the rest of the things. For the sake of demonstration, I just downloaded Notepad++. I'll try to install Notepad++. Okay. Okay. Notepad++. I had already pre-configured. So I have a 64-bit Notepad++. I'm going to browse downloads notepad++.exe. Let's see if I'm able to successfully install Notepad++ or not. Okay. You cannot install on a 32-bit system. I remember I selected 64-bit. Let me try again. Oh yeah, I think I've Notepad++. Next, I'm not bothered about this. 64. I'm not sure why it crashes, but yeah, anyway. Here, next. Let's see if it works. Next. Okay. Not really sure what happened, but it did not work as expected. So let me go to downloads, and yeah, it's available for sure, but yep, it didn't work as expected. But thing is that the Notepad++ is already available in the the database of PlayOnLinux. Let me try to install it through this and check if it works. As you can see, okay, let's see if the default configuration of PlayOnLinux works. As you can see, it knows that Notepad++ would not work with the default Wine, so it's downloading a predefined version of Wine for specifically which is compatible with Notepad++. Let's wait for the download to complete. So it finished installing Wine. It took a while. Now it's extracting. It finished downloading. Now it's extracting and installing, and yep. So this would need. See, as you can see, it's installing some extra Wine mono libraries. Let's wait for it to download. At times I've seen even Gecko library being downloaded when I was trying to install some games. So it all depends on what application you're trying to install. Yeah, here you can see it's installing Gecko as well. So okay, I'm not sure why it's performing 2 installation of Gecko. Maybe it might even install some fonts, Microsoft fonts. Let's see. Earlier it had downloaded some Microsoft fonts, but so I'm not really sure. Let's choose installation, download the program. So it's going to download Notepad++. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, looks like it's installing. Yep. So there you have it. It installed Notepad++ on Linux. So this installation took some time. I'm not really sure why it took so long to download Wine, but yep, and can run and this. So that's pretty much I had in this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more videos than like this. And if you have any comments, please comment in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. Thank you.